guys, it's story time, and today we are going to be joined with Stampy Jr. And we'll put him right here. You can see his little ears right there. We're going to be reading the classic children's Bible storybook, like this whole entire book, if it be in the Lord's will. Let's see. The title of this true story is An Unhappy Ending. And I read this chapter in the Bible. It talks about it. Well, the Bible tells the whole story, but this shortens it up. But this title of it's An Unhappy Ending. And before I go on, I'll show you the pictures like always. Here we go. Okay. And you could go and buy one of these at a Walmart or any place or store that sells a book like this. The classic children's Bible storybook. It's for all ages. Okay. Let's start reading An Unhappy Ending. Genesis chapter 3, verse 14 through 24. Then the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you are cursed more than all animals, domestic and wild. You will crawl on your belly, groveling in the dust as long as you live. And I will cause hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel." Genesis chapter 3, verse 14 through 15. And what that is saying, guys, they ate off the tree, like where the devil was, which is the snake, and like his body form was the snake they formed into, and they chose to eat off the apple, so yeah. But sin can't come unpunished, guys. God will always know that you sin, and he won't punish. Well, he's not mean. He's not mean at all. He's, if you sin, you're going to get punished. But let's go on here. It's a short story too. Adam and Eve had to leave the garden. The gates were locked behind them, and outside was the wide world where they had to work very hard to survive. They would soon learn what suffering really meant. Illness and death got new meaning. Sin did not have bad results for only them. The earth was struck with thorns and weeds, so the delightful story of paradise had an unhappy ending. No matter how wicked the thing was that had happened in God's garden, it did not change God's love for his people. God was sad because of their disobedience, but he did not reject them. Yes, Adam and Eve had to leave the beautiful garden, and they would suffer and sometimes struggle to get enough food, but God gave them a promise. Someone would come one day who would kill the snake. That meant God would send someone to overcome the devil, and that person would arrange for people to be able to serve God without being deceived by evil. Today we know that that person is Jesus, who came to save us and win us back from the devil. We shall talk more about him later. And that's it of this story. But the next one is where I got to. I haven't read it much. I read it like last year when I got it, like Christmas. And I got it to, well, I read up to the brothers Cain and Abel, and that's the one that we're going to be on next week, guys. Hopefully I'll make this video sooner next time. I'm sorry that I made it so late. I'm going to have to end it here, guys. Please like, subscribe, or comment below. And don't forget, eat some Oreos on my other channel. Don't forget Jesus saves, and God bless.